y'all able to see all the cards. Anyway, it is what it is. What's the deal? What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well and having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading, you already know if you're watching with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watching with any ill will or malintentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Collective, we're about to tap into this energy. I shuffled the cards before I came on, blessed them and all that, and I put them face down. So I don't even know what the message is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the cards and we're going to see what the energy is all together. And then we're going to proceed within the reading and tap into the energy. Collective. Collective, what's the deal? The dealio. What's the dealio? Hold on, I'm trying to get my something to cover my head real quick. Get myself covered in the head real quick and get myself something to drink. Because it's, you know, a little parched here. So we're going to tap into this energy and we're going to see what the message is. Today we got a new view. Put my camera a different way. Hopefully y'all like it this way a little better. Y'all can see all the cards. Hopefully y'all can see most of the cards. So I'm gonna try this higher upper view. See how that works out. See how that wither works. So collectors, how y'all doing? As far as me, motherfuckers been fucking with me. But it's so gravy, baby. So gravy. We got the ear hustlers. We got the temper tantrums. We got the followers. The people following me thinking that I don't know they following me. And then when I get into the supermarket, they get caught looking at me multiple times. I find this hilarious. I was just laughing hysterically a little while ago because my upstairs neighbors were stomping, walking away, stomping like a child having a temper tantrum, like they're mad. So then I was laughing hysterically, and then me laughing hysterically, they decided to try to pour liquid on my windowsill, and I'm like, let me go check to see if I got any proof so I can take some pictures. And then they missed. So they trying to fuck with me. They trying to do shit to my windowsill, whatever the fuck they doing. They mad, whatever the hell they pouring. And they missing my windowsill, so they're not even getting my windowsill. So they still not even accomplishing that either. They can't even accomplish successfully pouring liquid on my windowsill. So yeah, collective. That's where we at here. So let me skedaddle these cards over here so y'all can see all of them as I flip moves them over. So I created a bunch of piles. I shuffled and then I just placed them down. So I don't even know what the bottom card is or the top card. It will be the top card. I don't even know what the top card will be. So we're going to flip over and then we're going to see the message. The message. We're going to see the message, collective. All right, collective, let's tap it in. So the message is saying that love, mystery, and knowledge, and dreams. Rose hip. So something with this plant, rose hip. You know that rose hip works for a lot of things. So also a beauty as well. So love mystery, this has to do with your love, and your knowledge, your dreams. It's a mystery collective. So something about love, mysteries, knowledge, and dreams. This could be about your love, your mysteries, your knowledge, and your dreams. So we have a landlord. We have a landlord in the reverse collective. We have a landlord in the reverse. It's something about some memories, something about with this landlord in reverse. So there's something going on with a landlord in the reverse. Something about past events. Something that happened in the past with a landlord. I'm going to put these cards to the side. So there's something that happened with a landlord. Okay. There's some knowledge with the words on here. Love, mystery, knowledge, and dreams. There's some mysteries. There's some knowledge about a landlord in reverse. Some memories. Some past events. Something that has been learned. Information that has been retained. Basically, the information that has been kept from you. And it says being remembered. There's something that's being remembered. There's a recollection. There could also be some type of photos or proof or evidence. There's some pictures. Maybe on a vacation. Somebody could have went on a vacation, took some pictures. They have some type of proof. This could also do with landlord, love, dreams. And then you got true love in the reverse behind landlord. And then mother behind that. And then religious figure behind that one. Person of authority behind that. Confirmation with the sirens that are coming right behind after I read the rest of the people. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to just take the first card that we see as the energy. So there's something going on with a landlord and past events. This could have to do with your 6th house. This has to do with your quest for service. You could be a Cancer. This person can be a Cancer or have Cancer of Mercury or have Cancer in the 6th house. This has to do with your roots behind that. This has to do with your daily routines, your hard work, physical and emotional, spiritual health. So your roots, right, it's falling right behind that. I swear to God, your 6th house. This has to do with your roots. Your mentality, your health, the quest for perfection, diet, medication, including natural remedies, fitness, meditation, hygiene, and daily chores. So this has to do with your 6th house and boundaries. Somebody could have been crossing your boundaries. This landlord could have been crossing your boundaries when it came to your 6th house, your health, your service. They was trying to bound you, cap you, confine you, end you. Okay, they was trying to put some type of limitation or limit you or termination. Something that indicates or fixes a limit or an extent. So somebody was trying to put some type of end to you, and then you got betrayal behind that in the reverse. So somebody was trying to betray you, and there was violation. Eradicate in the reverse, assault. Somebody was trying to assault you, collective, a conspiracy, a group of people that's not protected from this. So there was some type of betrayal that they were unable to do to you, collective. Somebody was crossing your boundaries. This landlord betrayed you. That's some type of landlord that betrayed you. So you have a landlord that betrayed you in the past. They crossed some type of boundaries. They were trying to put you to some type of termination or limitation. Then you got the card on here, the Prince of Storm, ruler of chaos and rebirth. This person was trying to create some type of chaos in your life so they can have a rebirth. It's saying change through chaos, upheaval, spiritual awakening through turmoil and trials. Change, rebirth, embracing chaos for growth. So basically, you have some change. Somebody overstepped their boundaries, creating some type of betrayal, violated you, crime, backstabbing, double cross. Okay, some chaos here. Confirmation, eradicate, assault. This is all chaos that came out, right? So they created some type of chaos in your life while you were going through, but this chaos that they would put you in your life created some type of spiritual awakening. So you had some type of spiritual awakening through all the turmoils and trials. You had some type of change, some type of rebirth. You embrace the chaos and you have some type of growth. And somebody in this landlord has some type of uncontrolled chaos. They're in a self-destructive energy, and they have loss of direction. It says the storm is not your enemy. The storm is not your enemy. Through its chaos, you will be remade. Embrace it and let it strip away what no longer serves you. So basically, you stripped away, you let go of what didn't deserve you. What, how that phrase goes, you let go of what didn't serve you best. Whatever. I don't know how you say that phrase. Whatever don't serve you the best, you let it go. Whatever was negative and toxic, bad habits, you let it go. You let all that bullshit go, all the bullshit go. And this is Aquarius and a Scorpio energy. Yeah, I see behind that, you went through some type of healing. You went through herbalist, ancestor. You could be a keeper of healing. You went through some type of healing through your story. Yeah, this chaos, you went through a healing. You went through a rebirth. Healing, medicine, plants, natural remedies, healing services, earthly wisdom, nurturing wisdom of nature. You could be a healer. With the 6th house right here, it says daily routines, hard work, spiritual health, cautious. It says including natural remedies. So you're somebody who heals yourself with natural remedies. You provide a service. It says healing service. Quest for service. You provide some type of healing service. Natural remedies. Somebody was trying to stop you crossing your boundaries. Somebody was trying to stop you. The earth provides all you need for healing. Trust in its remedy and its own ability to heal. So you trust in the universe to heal you. And somebody was out here trying to summon murmurs, summoner of spirit and secrets. Somebody was holding some type of secrets. Spirit contact. They were contacting spirits. Or you could be a person that speaks to the spirits. There's also somebody that does some type of necromancy. You could have some type of ancestral call to the underworld access. You have underworld access, collective. You have some type of, you are, all right, hold on. Hold a second. It says that you're some type of herbalist ancestor and that you also have underworld access. Mysteries, soul echoes, ancestral calls, spirit contact, secrets, necromancy. It says a veil is being lifted. Murmur governs the necromancy and the spirit of communication. This is your sign to heed the messages of the dead or ancestral forces. So collective, this is a dark energy, but this dark energy also helps in a good way when there's injustice. So just because there's dark energy, demons and things like that, they don't always cause destruction. They just don't do anything, or they cause destruction into the person's life that's summoning them. What you say? Landlord and yeah, I see. It seems like a lot of people dealing with some landlord issues. Oh, because you ain't the only one. I think I'm dealing with some landlord issues too. Well, I got neighbor problems, but the landlord might be in on it because my neighbors have been harassing me and I've been gang stalked by more than one neighbor for the past 6-7 years, and I filed complaints with the property manager and they haven't done nothing. So that lets me know that the landlord, the property manager are also involved. But it's okay, baby. Anyway, so we got Issa Ice. We got denotes some kind of obstacle, coldness between people. So collective, there's some type of ice. There's some type of coldness between people. Somebody's going through some type of obstacles, or somebody was trying to create some type of obstacles or coldness between you and people. Look, we got working hard or barely working. So whatever they're doing, collective, was barely working. They were working hard, and whatever they're doing was barely working. This has something to do with your community residence. On point. Landlord, community residence, but this was in the reverse. So landlord was in the reverse and community residence was in the reverse. There's a landlord and in your community residence, or a landlord and people in your community residence that was trying to cause some chaos. They were crossing your boundaries, betraying you. And now somebody could be aging rapidly. Somebody's getting old quickly. They're getting old. Somebody's sister that's related to this landlord is in combat mode. They're at war. And this has something to do with the past. Past time, past events. So this has something to do with past, involving a sister that was related to this landlord. So there's a sister that's related to this landlord. A landlord was crossing boundaries, creating a chaos in your community residence. Yeah, and then we got wasted energy. We got wasted energy. Damn, I want this to go down. We got wasted energy, so they wasted a lot of energy because they had an undesired outcome. In August, siphoning energy in the reverse. Confirmation with the sirens. An organization was involved and they was trying to close all your roads, block your pathway. They were spiritually harvesting from you, but that's in the reverse. It says every time they do a spell or ritual, it rains moose ankle cleanse. And it says if they don't confess, if they don't confess, their life will be a mess. They're stressed. Sonic boom, something blew up in somebody's face. This cocky energy. Yeah, look, they're going through the wrath of God. They feeling naked and afraid. This is somebody that you work with. They thought that this was pure entertainment. Some type of dysfunctional family. That they try to set you up for some type of money fraud. Official business. Anyway, let's clear these cards off the table and then continue from on here. So far, collective, there's some type of mystery or knowledge about some type of landlord that's in the reverse. In the past, they could have worked with a community and their sister to cause some chaos, and now they're going through some type of obstacles, and there's a lot of coldness between these people. Because they were working hard and whatever they was doing was barely working in your community residence. Now these people are getting old fast. They aging rapidly, collective. From all this spell work, for them being in combat mode, this is somebody's sister. And the landlord's sister. The landlord and their sister. So, let's see. Hold on one second. I want to get this out the way. I'm not going to use these no more. I don't think I'm going to use these anymore. And I don't think I'm going to use this anymore. So, collective. This love mystery knowledge. So there's a mystery going on. All right, with this aging rapidly falling under the landlord and the mysteries. There could be some mystery or some knowledge of why this landlord is aging rapidly. Okay, this is showing that this landlord in the reverse crossed some type of boundaries. They was in some type of combat mode in the past with you. They was at war with you, or they still at war. Okay, this sister related. Cross some type of boundaries, was trying to put some type of limitation or ending or cap to you by creating some type of chaos in your life. But you went through some type of spiritual awakening, and now this sister, this landlord, there could be some type of coldness between this landlord and their sister because of whatever happened in the past. They was working really hard in the past. Yeah, community residents, collective, community residents. This has to do with where you live at, collective. Where you live. Where you supposed to feel safe. Where you're supposed to feel safe. Hold on, let me bring this down a little bit. Because this is not showing the cards the way I want it to. Alright, that's a little bit better. Your neighbor's been doing shit to you too. These people are fucking crazy. Sorry if I give a late response to your comments. Is because the phone is on the side, so when you comment I don't really see it unless I look at the phone to see if it's recording properly. So forgive me, don't think that I'm ignoring you, but I'm just trying to get the information up in this reading for you, collective, because mofos is, they doing too much. Now we got the hover. Now my upstairs neighbors is hovering over me. So let's see what else we get out. We got the government. So the government could be involved. Collectives. The government could be involved in this situation that we got what's going on here. Can you still see that card there? Let's move this bit up. All right. So the government is involved. Alrighty, there, much better. Yeah, so somebody's aging rapidly because they was in combat mode. And the government was involved. Yeah, but you have some type of protection, archangel protection. Yeah, there's been some type of date and time gap. Okay, so the government could see, or the government notices that there's some type of date and time gap, but I'm reading the cards out: aging rapidly, sister related, government, date and time gap. This sister related could work in the government. She was creating date and time gaps. Can't sweet talk the devil with offers anymore. So there's a sister related to this landlord that could work for the government, and they were trying to create some type of date and time gaps. And they can no longer do this no more. They can't sweet talk the devil anymore. Yeah, replace. They were trying to have you replace, collective. They was creating date and time gaps to try to have you replace. A sister related to the landlord. Yeah, they were doing death magic, collective. They were trying to have you replaced. They were doing death magic. We got necromancy, messing with the dead, messing with death. Let's put this card on pause real quick. So yeah, collective, they was out here doing death magic on you. They was doing some death magic on you, collective. They was doing some death magic. What else? Ooh, too many cards, but let's look at them real quick. I'm not going to take them all because it's too many, but somebody could have been messing with your third house, communication, understanding. When it comes to your mind, your communication, your sources, your travel, neighborhood, learning, teaching, and extended family members. So this could also involve your extended family members, your neighborhood, the community residents, or confirmation. This has to do with communication and understanding. Your conscious skills, reflective intelligence, your individual taste, reading, writing, as well as local transportation, your mail. So your mails could have been affected. Your deliveries could have been affected. Your neighborhood, people were affecting, trying to cause some type of, this has to do with some type of communication. Somebody could have been communicating some things. Dreams, visionary, look, confirmation with the dreams here. A series of thoughts or images, REM, sleep, deja vu, or insider vision. You could have been getting some type of insider vision or understanding of communication when it came to some type of conscious skill. Something that you were supposed to learn or study. Or something having to do with your siblings or extended family that could have been targeting you. So you learned something about you learned something or you came to some type of understanding, and there was some communication to you, some knowledge, a mystery, knowledge, communication, understanding when it comes to some type of information about your siblings, a neighborhood, something learning, teaching, your extended family members, something about conscious skills, your taste, your mail or your deliveries. This has to do with something about that and including your landlord. So your landlord has to do something when it comes to these things that I just mentioned. We also got Gemini out here. I said I wasn't going to take it, but whatever. We got targeted objectives. Somebody was targeting you. Their objective was to target you. They made you a mark to shoot at. This landlord in the past made you a target. This is what you're learning. This is what you're finding out. This is what you're coming into an understanding. You could be getting insight and visions that you have a landlord that made you some type of target, an objective to shoot at, something or someone to sort after, a goal to be achieved, something to be objected or ridiculed or criticized. And they targeted you and crossed your boundaries. Your first house, yourself, quest for identity, Mars, Aries. Somebody targeted your physical appearance, your vitality, your soul psychology, your early childhood, your ultimate potential, your leadership abilities, your self-expression, the mask you wear when you first meet others. Somebody wanted you to seem like you were something else to other people. They were attacking your identity. They wanted to replace you. They were trying to put you to some type of ending. Fifth house, also pleasure, creativity. This is about your identity, your creativity, your communication. It says creativity, joy, pleasure, indulgence, play, romance, and fertility. Joy, where childhood innocence reside, inner romantic, colors, sports, hobbies, desire to feel special, to be an influencer, to escape from responsibility, affair, fling, and one-night stand. So you a person who has a lot of creativity. You could be a Leo or have Leo somewhere in your chart, in your sun sign or your fifth house. You have a lot of creativity, joy, play, romance, fertility. Your innocence. Your inner child. You're inner romantic. You have a lot of sports and hobbies. And there's somebody in your energy that desires to feel special. They desire to be an influence. This person targeted you because they wanted to be desired. They wanted to be an influencer. But this person is out here having affairs and flings and one-night stands. All they seek is pleasure. Yeah, collective, they were targeting you because you're authentic. When it comes to your identity and your creativity and your communication and your dreams, somebody was targeting your visions, targeting your dreams, targeting your communication. Maybe somebody could have been trying to block you from communication. The mind, a communication, trying to block communication to the mind, your visions, your dreams, your insight. They were targeting your mind, your visions, your insight. You could be intuitive. They were causing chaos and targeting your communication, how you understand things or how you perceive things, your identity, your sense of self, how you appear to yourself, how you feel about yourself, and your pleasure, your creativity, your childhood, your inner child. Somebody's trying to escape from their responsibilities because they're a fake and you're authentic. You're the real deal. You're 100% guaranteed. People, when they mess with you, they get 100% guarantee, no money. They don't need to give their money back. You're the real, actual, true. You one to your own personality, spirit, character. You are worthy of acceptance. Collective. Let me get 2 more cards. Yeah, we got secrets hidden in the reverse. So whatever secrets they were trying to keep hidden, they cannot keep it hidden no more. No more secrets hidden. Secrets hidden It says, kept from knowledge, closed mouth, undercover secret agent, unauthorized disclosure, mystery confidence. There's no more secrets, collective. This is out in the open about how somebody was working hard to cross your boundaries. One more, please. Yeah, see? Trying to cause chaos and turbulence using magic. There's no more hidden secrets about how somebody was trying to cause some turbulence and chaos using magic, conjuring the supernatural, throwing hexes, curses, and spells and rituals at you, collective. It's no longer a secret. Somebody was trying to cause some type of tornado in your life, a hurricane, a twister. Somebody was trying to twist it up. Somebody was trying to create a strong, sudden movement change in your life, shake things up while you're going through some type of growth, blossoming. You're going through some type of growth, spiritual awakening. So all three cards, 1, 2, 3 cards is confirmation for one card right here. They were creating chaos, turbulence, chaos, which is this card. They were conjuring magic while you were going through some type of growth, a spiritual awakening. You had some type of chaos and rebirth. Through the chaos, you had a rebirth. You had a growth. So somebody was really trying to come for you, collective, and you still grew. You still had some type of rebirth. What else for this third house? Protocol. It says an accepted way of conducting oneself in a given situation. A pre-established method of carrying out a task, and especially a scientific or medical task. Procedure, technique, policy, proposal, tactic, scheme, or formula. So there was a lot of communication and understanding when it comes to how somebody was trying to scheme. There was some tactic and some scheme in a neighborhood, in your neighborhood, because we got community residents and landlord. So there has been some understanding and some communication when it comes to whatever somebody was trying to do in your neighborhood, scheme in your neighborhood. Released, loosen, uncork, unleash, unlock, unloosen, dismissed, relinquish, discharge, to let go, to set free from restraint, free of confinement, of servitude. Somebody has been freed, unleashed, loosened from something. It also says relief or deliverance from sorrow, suffering, or trouble. So you're about to be released from this suffering or trouble, collective. And somebody is being discharged from their obligation or responsibilities. This landlord has been discharged from their obligation or responsibilities because to make available or to the public, somebody was trying to make something available to the public. Or this is going to be in public information. We got strategy, but it came out in the reverse. So a method worked out in advance for achieving some objective. Put together to perform one or more vital functions. A plan, a proposal, a scheme, a project, blueprint, arrangement, a master plan, a game plan. In the reverse. You have been released from this strategy, this plan, this scheme. Somebody was targeting you and they had some type of master plan to target you. Confirmation with the sirens. Somebody had their master plan was to make you a target. And the game plan was to have you be ridiculed and criticized. That was somebody's goal to achieve. This is somebody also that was sorting after you. They wanted to be with you. They were trying to be with you. Yeah, pray in the reverse. This person can no longer prey on you, feed on you, victimize you, chase you. They wanted you to be helpless or unable to resist attack. An animal taken by a predator as food. Somebody thought that you were an animal and you were their food. To have an injurious, destructive, or wasting effect. Commit violence or robbery or fraud. Somebody was trying to commit a robbery or fraud on you, and they were feeding on you, trying to victimize you. They can no longer do this. This could be somebody from your childhood, early childhood realization. Somebody was trying to prey on you and stop you from getting into your leadership abilities and self-expressing yourself. They were preying on your identity. Yeah, this person is intimidated. Made timid or fearful as by threat. So somebody was trying to intimidate you, but they're the ones that's intimidated. Frightened into submission or compliance. Affected by intimidation. Affected or held back by feeling or fear. So somebody is affected or held back by their feelings or their fear, or they was trying to hold you back by your feelings of fear. Somebody was trying to place some type of fear on you to stop you from being creative. They wanted you to be fearful. They was trying to threaten you into submission so that you won't be creative, so that you won't indulge, you won't play, you won't tap into your inner child. You won't, you know what I'm saying? You won't be creative, be fertile. Somebody was trying to intimidate you to stop you from investing into your pleasures and bringing more joy into your life. Somebody's trying to stop you from doing this. Yeah, assault. That came out in the reverse. So the act of forcing a person to engage in a sexual activity and especially intercourse, rape, violation, molestation, indecent, defilement, or deflowering. The act or action of setting upon with force or violence, attack, raid, or strike. So somebody could have been trying to sexually assault you, or somebody could have been trying to violently attack you. So either way, somebody was trying to assault you for being authentic, for being original, for being real. Somebody wanted to attack you because you're being real. Or somebody wanted to attack you because they feel that you could have created some type of obstacle in their life, a coldness between somebody, because you took positive action and you're acting in a productive way. Ruse fell in the first. Assault was in the reverse. And whatever there was ruse against, ruse is another word for scheme, plot, plan, fraud. Somebody was trying to deceive you. Fooling, prank, fraud, create fraud. The act that is used to fool someone or a group of people. There's no more secrets. This lands on the secrets hidden in the reverse. There's no more secrets hidden about how somebody was working hard and whatever they're doing was not working on trying to commit some type of fraud on you, trick you, fool you, deceive you. It's no longer a secret because there's some type of proof, a testament, something presented in the support of truth or accuracy of a claim. There's evidence, there's proof, there's a testimony, a documentation, testimony, witnesses, confirmation, a validation, corroborations, something that's manifested, justice is not manifested. There's authentication. You've been authentified as the real deal, original, you're the original. So there's some truth that somebody was trying to cause some type of chaos in your community residence. Yeah, maneuver. To deal with something usually skillfully or effectively, or to plan out usually with subtle skill or care, manipulated, handle. Somebody manipulated was using, their maneuver was using magic, conjuring, casting cursing spirits to try to pull something off. They have lost the grip of reality. They have no grip on reality. They need to get a grip. They need to cope. They need to come to grips. Because you're protected, shield. They need to come to grips because you are protected, collective. We're protected. One of my neighbors don't want to hear my reading, so they're blasting their music. Because they was a part of it. The nigga be ear hustling. Still. Motherfucker still be ear hustling. What else can we get for this message? It says ghosted and gaslighted in the reverse. Somebody could have been trying to get somebody to ghost or gaslight you. So there was some type of procedure scheme. It says an acceptable way of conducting oneself in a given situation. A pre-established method of carrying out a task, especially a scientific or medical task. Somebody was trying to come in to gaslight and ghost you. There was somebody that was supposed to come in and gaslight and ghost you. Hold on, I need to drink some water. All right, there was supposed to be somebody that came in your life to gaslight and ghost you and to create some type of ending in your life, replace you, ending in your life with that landing next to replace. Yeah, but their plans failed. And you've been released from this scheme. Yeah, this power abuser is in the reverse. Their strategy is in the reverse. Now they're calling out for help. Because now they were unable to prey on you. Intimidated. They intimidated identity theft. They was trying to be you. They was They was trying to frighten you into submission or compliance so they could try to commit some type of identity theft. They was trying to intimidate you because of your creativity. It says because their desire to feel special, to be an influencer. You could be an influencer. You could be some type of influencer and somebody was trying to be you. Identity theft. They were trying to create an ending in your life to take your place. Replace. They were trying to replace you. Confirmation with the beeping. And this was in the reverse. You become what you practice or practice what you preach. This person is a liar. They don't practice what they preach. They've been guilty caught. This rules. Guilty caught. They've been caught in the act. Yeah, this death call, there's been a death call to ending to something. There's been some type of testament of how somebody was trying to bring an ending to you, calling on death to you, and it blew up in their face, collective. Now they being nosy and they poking around. They got a lot of bad habits right now. They could be drinking, they could be smoking, they could be popping pills, they could be gambling, they could be being in and out of jail, but they be nosing around, poking. They nosy poking around. They got a lot of bad habits because they thought they were going to come in and gaslight and ghost you, but their plans failed. They're falling off the cliff because this strategy, this plot, this plan, that this power abuser, landlord in the reverse, that targets you or created and made you a target, now is calling out for help because they cannot prey on you. They cannot steal your identity. They were trying to intimidate you and to steal your identity. And they've been caught. They've been guilty. There's fingers pointing at them. Trust the process, collective. Because you're going to get some type of confirmation soon about this energy being returned back to this copycat wannabe that's in the reverse. And they going $0. They got no money. They going broke. And the power is in your hands, collective. When it comes to this no love manipulator, I'm going to split the deck. It says you turning crisis into an opportunity created in the chaos. So you created in the chaos that they're mad, collective, because they created a chaos and you turn your crisis into an opportunity and you created in the chaos. So you were still creating. Look, and creativity literally lands under the Prince of Storm, chaos and rebirth, 5th house pleasure. intimidated, confirmation student identity theft. They crossed your boundaries to create some type of chaos, but you were going through a spiritual awakening, identity theft, a quest for identity. They were a quest for your identity, and they were questing for your creativity. And they crossed some type of boundaries, try to create some type of fraud or strategy or preying on you. And you trusted the process, you're about to get some type of confirmation, and now this person is calling off of because they don't got no more power. It just got real quiet. Real quiet. It's got quiet out here. This thing is going to keep going down no matter how many times I do that. I'm trying to show you full view. So collective, yeah, let's go back into this right here. We got animals are going missing in your area. Animals, so they out here sacrificing animals. A landlord is out here sacrificing animals. Someone passed away. So they out here sacrificing animals, and someone passed away in the process of them sacrificing this animal. This could have happened in the past. Now this person is a chain smoker. So this landlord is a chain smoker. They're part of an organization. There could be some type of obstacle or coldness between this landlord and the organization that was working hard in a community residence. Yeah, natural, because you're natural. So you're a natural in the community residence. And these people are sour apples. They're feeling like a sour apple. Yeah, they're running scared now, collective, because someone passed away. So they running scared because they targeted you, and instead of it, whatever they sent to you, it ended up hitting somebody else, and someone passed away. It says they saying that you play for prey. You're an easy lay. So your landlord is out here saying that you're an easy lay. So they putting your life in danger to get molested, and yeah, but you're undefeated, collective. You're undefeated when it comes to this organization. There's gonna be some type of confession in the community residence. Yeah, business offer is off the table. So whoever was doing this for some type of money is off the table. They were getting paid to do this. Yeah, everybody loves a comeback. You having some type of comeback. They running scared, collective, because you having some type of comeback, and because somebody passed away. Underlying illness. They have some type of underlying illness. It says they're aging rapidly. They're a chain smoker. Next door neighbor. This could be your next door neighbor, collective. You can have a next door neighbor that's part of an organization. You're undefeated. They have an illness. They're sick. It says they attacked you out of spite. So you got a next door neighbor that's sick. They did something for money. They part of an organization. This is a copycat wannabe. That there's no more secrets about this next door neighbor. That they were working hard. There's obstacles. So this next door neighbor could be having some problems with an organization. Confirmation with the sirens. You have a next door neighbor that's sick, and they're a copycat wannabe in the reverse. They got no money, they going broke, and they attacked you out of spite. You're going to get some type of good news. Yeah, constructive criticism. Trust the process. It says you're a triple threat, collective. These are a bunch of scammers. So your next door neighbor, copycat wannabe, return energy back to them. They're scammers, collective, and they don't have the money. They're going broke. It says prayers are falling on deaf ears, karmic. So they could be praying now, but it's falling on deaf ears because they're karmic. It says downplayed your gifts and your talents and your skills, and they water you down. So they were being nosy, poking around. And they were out here downplaying your skills, your talents, your creativity. They were downplaying you. Yeah, a father related. So there's also a father related in this. So you got a sister related, a father related, a landlord, and a next door neighbor. So this is your landlord and their sister related, the next door neighbor, and a father related. Confirmation with the sirens. Something happened in July. They could have committed some type of identity theft in July. These scammers have no goals. Yes, settlement deadline. It blew up in their face. They're going broke. Policy, I split the deck. Policy insurance. This is the deadline, settlement deadline. They put a policy insurance on you. They was trying to create some settlement deadline, blew up in their face, death call, guilty court, no goal, policy insurance, snip, snip, cut, cut. They've been cut off. They were told not to do this and they didn't listen. And ex-lover family involvement can also be involved, and they were in messy energy. They got no more cards to play and they out of moves. Collective, they feeling insecure. Because they flying solo. Nobody's helping them anymore. Somebody's feeling insecure right now. A lot of miscommunication. This was a bad investment. Yeah, they being cut off. They being cut off, collective. You're protected. You're going through some type of growth. You created in the chaos. Turn your presence into an opportunity, creating the chaos. You have some type of growth. You're being protected, and they're cut off from this, from coming for you. They're cut off from coming for you. They're cut off. They cannot come for you. They cannot come for you, collective. Let's go. How long have we been doing this? What's the timer in this? Because I can't see. 53 minutes. So we're going to close this reading out with some tarot, and I'm pull some oracle, and then we're going to end this. But let's see what we got. What's the outcome for this reading, Spirit? What is the outcome for the reading, Spirit? Angels, answers, the spirits. Look, moon in the reverse. The illusions in the reverse, collective. This hierophant, this organization, this community. Somebody with power in the reverse. The moon reverse. These illusions in the reverse when it comes to this organization, hierophant energy. Yeah, look, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not gaining shit. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh, wow. The 5 of Swords in the reverse, collective. 5 of Cups. They're unable to bring some type of destruction, deceit, war, wrath to you. They're fighting amongst themselves. They're unable to poison. Somebody was trying to poison your road, and now their own path is poisoned. They're in this 5 of Cups energy, and then you got 5-5. Changes for you in a good way, but not good changes for them. Somebody's out here sick. They were trying to go on your path and poison it. Because their path is poison. Look, the moon. Yeah, look. Somebody was casting illusions. And now they're in the 5 of Pentacles. They're in the 5 of Pentacles because of this moon magic. Yeah, the devil. The moon, 5 of Pentacles, devil. 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the moon, 5 of Coins, 555. We got 3. We only got 3 numbers out here so far, and 2 major arcanas. And the major arcanas is the moon and the devil. 2 bad cards, negative cards. Not all the time they're negative, but right now in this situation is a negative energy. You only got 3 numbers out here and they're all the same number, 555. There's going to be a change, and it's going to be a fast change, and it's going to come rapidly. Being that it's 3, coming in 3s, whatever this illusion is going to have somebody in the 5 of Pentacles. Whatever this magic these snakes is doing, this illusion, this magic, this could also do something with the crescent moon. What's this? Let's reflect over and notice. Oh, you got the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody was unable to get you twisted up in a situation. Somebody wanted you to be twisted up in a situation you're not. You're this King of Coins energy. You're still gaining. King of Coins represents King of Pentacles. So you're in this King of Pentacles energy. King of Coins, you're still getting. You're lucky. Yeah, 4 of Cups. You're still getting some type of offer. There's an offer you're still getting. You're not twisted in a situation. You're in this King of Pentacles, King of Coins energy. And you're still getting on this offer. You see how happy this person is? You're still getting whatever somebody thought they was taking from you. Somebody was casting illusions to have you twisted up in a situation. While somebody's in the 5 of Pentacles, you're in this. While somebody's in the 5 of Coins, you're in this King of Coins energy. And this devil, this confirmation with the sirens, the devil was trying to stop some type of offer, and you're still getting this offer. 7 of Swords in the reverse. 2 of Coins and the Lovers in the reverse. Somebody was unable to take something from you. They could have been trying to take something from you in the wintertime, Christmas time, with that being Santa suit on. Somebody was trying to dress up as some friendly, jolly, golly, good guy and then take something from you. So somebody was supposed to come in like a Santa Claus energy. Somebody who's generous. Somebody who's giving. And they were going to come in and gaslight and ghost you and take something from you. They were unable to do that. With this 7 of Swords in the reverse, confirming the 5 of Swords, somebody was unable to cause some type of destruction in your life and take anything from you. Yeah, 5 of Cups, 2 of Coins represents the 2 of Coins confirming or clarifying the 5 of Cups. Somebody was trying to poison your path. They were being greedy. You see this person look greedy in the face, greedy. They were trying to take your shit and run off. The Lovers, the snakes, Lovers that's in the reverse, these snakes. Literally, the Lovers in the reverse is clarifying the moon. 2 snake cards. These are a bunch of snakes in your energy. The Lovers in the reverse. And they want, okay, so somebody's in the 5 of Pentacles because you're the 7 of Wands. You stood your ground. You stood for what you believed in while you were getting attacked. Yeah, this is the double energy. This is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Somebody who's not loving, caring, kind. Somebody who doesn't keep up with themselves. They're upkept. They're lazy. Then you got the 8 of Cups in reverse. It's somebody who has some type of fear of change. They didn't want to change something. Fear of risk, fear of change. And now they're being forced to out your energy. Because the 8 of Cups is talking about moving away from a situation. Or moving residence, changing residence can also be that. But somebody didn't want to leave something alone. And when it comes to having you twisted up in a situation, but you're this King of Coins and you're in this 6 of Swords. You're able to travel and move away, and you're still getting this 4 of Cups offer, 10 of Coins. You're still getting something. You're not in the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Because you're the fucking star. And because of this 6 of Cups, somebody's not getting a new beginning. Because Queen of Swords, 8 of Cups, Page of Swords in the reverse is 9 of Swords in the reverse, 7 of Swords in the reverse. I'm done. Someone was unable to take from you, collective. As bad as they wanted to take from you, they were unable to take from you. This is a Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords energy. A Queen of Cups in the reverse, Devil energy. Seven of Swords, unable to take from you. Page of Cups in the reverse, the Fool in the reverse, the World in the reverse. They can't take anything from you. They repeating cycles. They're not having a new beginning. This person can be always intoxicated, maniac, and a maniac energy. Page of Cups says this person is in their emotions. They also could be immature or they could be young. They were trying to give you some type of fishy cup, fishy offer. Take something from you. They're unable to take anything from you. Yeah, look, they were trying to bring you a fishy offer. Look, the Knight of Coins. But you see all the flies surrounding the bag of coins. Somebody was trying to give you dirty money. You got Five of Swords, a Queen of Swords. Try to, yeah. Under judgment, collective. Somebody was trying to have you under judgment. With the Judgment in the reverse. A Queen of Wands in the reverse. Somebody was passing judgment on you. Somebody was passing some type of judgment on you. Anyway, let's get some oracle cards and we're going to end this. What's the closing message for the collective so we can end and close out this reading? What's the message for the collective? It's saying stay focused. Stay focused. It's time for solitude and individual working. Be careful if there is interference with your process. Occasionally, ideas and solutions come to you, your mind, when alone and totally into your plan. So maybe it's time for you to go into isolation. Solitude and isolation. Maybe it's time for you to go a little solitude, take a little vacation, time for yourself. It's time for you to focus or stay focused if you're distracted. Anticipate. There should be a few challenges or obstacles awaiting for you on the way to success. By anticipating these ones, you will absolutely soften the problem and get more decisive solutions. So basically, this reading could be past, present, or future. And this could be a warning to somebody that something that's going to come, something that somebody's trying to plan. It says, keep it to yourself. You have brilliant and outstanding ideas with an unconventional style. So before you round up and perform it, keep it a secret to prevent yourself from judgment or competitive energy. So yeah, you could be working on something right now. Keep it to yourself because you know people are out here trying to judge you or compete with you. Ooh, who cares about a judgment? But you know the people out here trying to compete with you. And it says, don't lack down. It says, listen to your heart and embrace all the wounds. Remember, you once have had started these dreams. Remember, you were a warrior. You once were a warrior to fight for your own goodwill, and you still are indeed. So you're still a warrior. You're fighting. Don't back down. Don't back down. You could be in 2222. 2222, repeating numbers, or the number 22. Or you could be seeing 44 as well. In every circumstance of life, this huge change is going to bring you inner peace and harmony. All conflicts are coming to an end to give way to compassion and empathy. So something's coming to an end, collective. Yeah, make the most of it for right now. Make use of your time and all resources. Look for more knowledge or appliance. Learn from the mistakes and also from others to build up more skill and confidence. So learn from your mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes so you don't make them. And don't worry about nothing because like I said, this person, this landlord, this sister related, this neighbor next door, this father related, this whoever came out. Whoever came out on this table, they're guilty, they're caught, there's a death call, and it blew up in their face. They're in the Five of Pentacles. So you don't got nothing to worry about. They lost their power. The power is in your hands. And their plans failed. Now they're calling out for help. So right now, collective, you may not see it. I don't see it. And I'll be like, yo, why my neighbors is not getting their karma? I want to see them get their karma. Since I'm around them, I want to see them get their karma. I want to see it. I don't want to see no death, but I damn sure want to see somebody get arrested. I want the popo to come kick in their door, kick, whoosh, raid their bitches and arrest them. Be mad rough, no respect for them at all, rough them up and arrest them. There's no friendly gesture, oh, you have the right to remember sign. No. Push these motherfuckers up against the wall, twist their back, bend, break their wrists, tighten the cuffs so hard that they fucking lose blood circulation. That's the force that these people are going to be held with. There will be no remorse, no sympathy, no respect for these people. They're going to get ragged like a doll. They like to play with dolls, right? You like playing with dolls, right? You like playing with them voodoo dolls. You like playing with them rag dolls. You like making little rag dolls, playing with the rag dolls, okay? So now you're about to be ragged like a doll by the fucking popo that's going to raid your house, your job, your apartment, and kick in the door, waving the 4-4. They're about to arrest their ass, and you about to have freedom no more. Oh. They're gonna kick in your door, waving the 4-4. You about to have no freedom no more. How you like my remix today? Hey, I'm always coming online to fucking slay. You try to be me, try to siphon my energy. But your plans fail and you're going to jail. Bad! Because you ain't got no strength, you a coward bitch. You're weak. You're weak. You weak. You have to collaborate with others. And now you're under judgment. Literally putting to arrest. A King of Swords in the reverse. Something is being illuminated about the moon magic. The sun and the moon. The sun in the upright, the moon in the reverse. 8 of Wands in the reverse. Something's slowing down. It's going back to you. To the lovers. It's like, na, you can't touch me. Ha, you're in trouble. That's basically what that is. Ha, you're in trouble with the teacher. You about to be put in timeout. Forever. For being in a combat war, for making somebody a target, for trying to put somebody's fucking life in danger for your fucking pleasure. Now everybody in your life is gonna pass away. Every single person. I hope it was worth it. Everybody you know is gonna drop dead. And if you messing with me, and if you still doing stuff with me, especially if you doing sex magic over me, you are going to lose your life. Them footsteps stopped real quick. I bet it did. I'm hoping that this is not my energy. We got next door neighbor. So maybe this is a past next door. If this is my energy, maybe this is a past next door neighbor, because any of my next door neighbors that live next to me currently would be real stupid to continue to fuck with me. And if this is a next door neighbor and they did something in the past and the past is catching up to them, then I guess their ass is grass and they can't do nothing but fucking hide and wait for the police to come get them. Like sitting ducks. Because the past is coming back to bite a bitch in the ass. Whichever of my next door neighbor it is. At this point, it's the both of them. So collective, if you dealing with a neighbor problem and you still dealing with a neighbor problem and they fuck with you, I want you to record. Get as much proof as the harassment, bullying, and gang stalking that you can possibly get. And make sure that you're prepared so that when motherfuckers think they're coming for you, you already got them. And you got tangible proof, solid proof, that if you slam a file and you take them to court, you already won. There's not won't be a case because the judge is gonna look at your file because you're gonna present a file of documentation and pictures and proof of complaints. The dates and the time, the people and the names you spoke to. You're going to have files. You're going to have documentation of that. So that when push comes to shove and a motherfucker want to come for you, you ready. And you ain't got to be ready because you already prepared. So as far as my situation goes, if you really think that you're going to take me to court in any way, shape, or form to sue me or get any money out of me in any way, shape, or form, you sadly mistaken. If you think that you're going to take me to court and accuse me of being the person that's harassing you or coming for you, you sadly mistake. I got so much proof. I wish a motherfucker would. I dare you. I dare you make that move. I don't care what connections you have. I dare you make that move. Because it don't matter what dirty cop or judge you have. I got a file of proof. And I will email it and send it to everybody I think I need to send it to. And you think that your dirty judge that you got in the court system is going to work out for you? I don't think so. I'll mail my file to the fucking Bronx News 12. I'll mail it to all the 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11 channel. Stop playing with me. And you know I will do it. You know I will. Or maybe I have already. You don't know what I did. You have no clue what I've been doing. You're these people walking karma, collective. I'm this people's walking karma. We are these people's walking karma. Yeah, difficult ahead for these people. They were warned and they didn't listen. You might need a restraining order. I might need to get a restraining order on one of these people. Yeah, you're an empath healer. I'm an empath healer and you're walking karma. We're walking karma. Yeah, these are soulless beings. But you are not alone in this fight, collective. Your ancestors are with you. Yeah, they was trying to murder plot out here. Soulless beings was out here trying to take you out. They watching you for multiple accounts. There could be a dirty judge cop involved. Yeah, noise harassment. They could have been doing a lot of noise harassment. Your hater raiders. They were warned. These no-love manipulators that are shallow, they superficial. You about to get some mail. You got mail. You about to get some message. Yeah, wanted revenge, and God said, no, you're about to get confirmation coming soon about this murder plot, about how somebody wanted revenge, a couple could have wanted revenge. You're going to get a confirmation about this. Yeah, you got mail. You're going to get a message. And then so these people are going broke. Oh, wow, look, they're buying it to karma. So collective, trust the process. Because these people right now are calling out for help. Okay, expecting unexpected. They're shocked that you're this boss of boss status, that you're a boss, self-made, you're a CEO, and that somebody was on your side. Identity theft. They couldn't steal your identity. Somebody committed identity theft. Spiritual warfare. Yes, spiritually kicking their ass and straight to hell. There you go. I'm done. I am done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, they was a friend turned enemy that was trying to take what was yours. They were trying to blackmail you. They was waiting for you to slip up. Yeah, energy vampires. That was trying to steal your identity. But they're guilty. They're caught. About this death call. They're guilty caught about this death call. Yeah, spiritually kicking ass. Straight to hell they go. They were unable to break and enter. Someone has a secret. Ooh, that fell in the reverse. No more secrets. And it fell in the reverse. So someone has a secret. No more secrets. Again, secrets hidden. No more secrets. They fell for the trap. And all types of spells was casted. By this shallow how, superficial person that was not being divinely guided in the reverse. Here, this is the copycat wannabe that's in the reverse. Yeah, now this enemy wants to be your friend. Friend turn enemy. Enemy turn friend. They want to be your friend now. No, you're spiritually protected by light and dark energy. This person wants to be your friend now because they're trying to be dependent and clinging on your energy because they're currently sick, ill, and injured right now. Yeah. This was destined to happen because of this spiritual warfare. You're getting some type of dharma. They committed some type of forgery. They spying and gang stalking on you, and somebody knew that you were spiritually gifted. And now they're getting karma. Because they was in a competition with you and they were unable to compete with you. You survived the unsurvivable. Energy has been returned and now somebody's purposely acting crazy. They playing a victim. This power abuser. That their plans failed. And they got a lot of bad habits and they still being nosy poking around. Ooh, and that fell. They still being nosy poking around. Collective, continue to turn your crisis into opportunity. Continue to create in the chaos because can't nobody compete with you. Can't nobody take what's yours. They were trying to take what's yours. Confirmation. They was trying to take what's yours, collective. They was trying to take what's mine. You have guardian guides. You have a guardian guide protecting you that shadows you, overshadows you. Collective, that was the message. If this resonated with you, you already know what you could do. You could donate to me if you feel free. If you feel in this energy. All my information is down below. I'm open for readings and I'm only doing 3 people at a time. I can do 3 people. I can do 3 readings right now. So if anybody's interested in a personal reading, let me know. That is $144. $144 for a reading. And let me know. I also have protection. I'm repeating the same shit I always repeat. I provide protection, healing, cord cutting, uncrossings, road openers, things like that, blessings, healings, and protection. I do that. This is what I do. If you're interested in any of that and you need any of that, please feel free to hit me up. Again, my information is on the bottom below. And understand that if you are a karmic energy or enemy of mine and you try to come in my energy to even get a cleansing And if you do purchase a cleansing, being that you are an enemy of mine and you do happen to try to purchase a cleansing from me because you think that my cleansing is going to work on you, let me tell you something, baby. I already put it out in the air, and especially when I do my products, is that if any enemy or any energy of a low vibe that has been coming from me or trying to come from me in any mild way, any way, shape, or form, if they use my products, buy my products in any way, shape, or form, it will bring them bad luck. Because they only purchased it to do a harm to it, to curse it, to speak foul words over it, or to scam me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm letting you know, don't even bother. Don't bother. I be trying to tell y'all, just give it up. But y'all don't want to. So please understand that you try to curse any object that has my energy on it, you cursing yourself. You try to curse a figure, you try to do a voodoo doll, you try to do anything, you curse yourself. So you keep up with what you're doing is cursing yourself. So if that's what you want to do, that's fine with me. Collective, patience and togetherness, purity and innocence, happiness and love. Somebody is not protected. You have all that and someone's not protected. Peace out, collective. And you already know, if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or mal intentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Peace out, collective. I'll be back maybe with another reading after my phone charges.